What's going on, people? Today I'm at work and I am at the port, so you'll probably hear a lot of background noise as big trucks pass by and all. But let's get in the word a little bit, all right? I cannot get past Genesis chapter 3 through 5. I'm stuck. And I'm stuck here because there's some things that I had to realize and I had to teach on. So I've been trying to, read a chapter and kind of highlight a few things out of each chapter, but there's so much in this that I've kind of been prevented from going any further. Okay, so I want to look at something, and I want to look at chapter 3. And I'm not even going to read it. I'm just going to do like an overview of it. Okay, when the woman fell to the serpent, all right. The thing about marriage is you have two people. You're gonna have one person that's weaker, and you're gonna have one person that's stronger. Sometimes the husband is spiritually stronger than the wife. We all have our weak moments. We all have our times where we fall short and we fail. Okay. Sorry, this truck, big crane truck things. But sometimes, even for myself, I have to be honest. Sometimes I'm spiritually a knucklehead. Sometimes I'm spiritually somebody that just don't get it. Okay. I fall short. I mess up. And you're going to have those moments. You're going to have those times. It's inevitable. But the other person has to be strong. They can't follow behind your foolish self because you want to go out and do something stupid. They can't follow behind you. And this is the beauty of marriage. And this is how marriage is supposed to work and why it works really well. Why Yah sent them out 2 by 2. Why he wants men to be married and cleave to their wife. Leave their mother and father and immediately cleave to their wife. Because men, we're impulsive. Sometimes we're very impulsive. Sometimes we're knuckleheads. Sometimes we just want what we want. I'm not talking about going out there and doing anything bad, but some people, they get out there and do stuff bad. But, spiritually, we have to be able to be stronger. But because we're not, it is something that it's a benefit for our wife to take up the slack. And sometimes our wives have weak moments, eat when you're not supposed to, on fast day, forget to read the word, just get frustrated, get out of character. There's so many different things that can go wrong in a believer's life without you going out there and doing anything major. I'm not talking about cheating, or I'm not talking about, doing anything major, cheating, lying, stealing, killing, none of that kind of stuff. I mean, little stuff, because in the New Testament, it says that to do anything outside of love is a sin. Okay. And also to not do what you know to do is also a sin. Sin is basically missing the mark. It's basically lawless. You have done something outside of the law. You transgressed the law in some way, shape, or form. But I want you guys to understand we are going to have weak moments. It's inevitable. But in our weak moments, our partner, it is best for them to stay in the position they're supposed to. Think about it like this. When Eve messed up, she had a weak moment. Adam should have covered her. Not by, he should have told her no, and then he should have ran to Yah. Okay? And I said that in another one, that he should have ran to Yah, and that's right. But looking at that from a different angle, when we think about sin and when we think about our place. Eve didn't do anything that we wouldn't do or we haven't done. It's just that the sin she committed, it caused a huge ripple effect. Now, in the New Testament, in we have Yeshua as the high priest, and he's much more forgiving than what the law says he's supposed to be. Okay, he's much more patient with us, so we know we can run to him. So we don't even think about these things as very big. But anytime you transgress the law, you've done the same thing Eve did. Sometimes it's a man that does it. Sometimes it's a woman that does it. Let's talk about one more thing. Let's look at leading. Okay, because you see in let's see. Okay, you see in chapter 3, verse 16. It says, to the woman he said, I will greatly multiply your sorrow and your conception. In pain you shall bring forth children. Your desire shall be for your husband, and he shall rule over you. Let's talk about this ruling over the woman. Yes, we were given that command to rule over the woman, but that's when we are in our position. A lot of times the woman is more spiritually, she has more fervor, more zeal than the man. She has been, a lot of times women take to the gospel much easier than men. Okay, so a lot of times women will find faith in Yeshua much easier than men. So it's easier for women to kind of surpass the men. I dropped my Bible. And when women surpass the men, should the woman still, be ruled by the man? That's a sticky situation, because the woman cannot break Yah's commandments. Once she understands and knows the commandments, once she understands and knows what she's supposed to do versus what she's not supposed to do, she is not supposed to go back to doing what's wrong. Even if the husband says, hey, this is what I want you to do. Let's say the husband cooks shrimp or does a crawfish boil. But the woman, she knows what the dietary law says. So she cannot break the dietary law, even for her husband, even because he said so. Because Yahweh trumps the husband. It's Yahweh's laws over everything. So if the husband tries to tell the wife, you have to listen to me because of Genesis, okay, chapter 3, verse 16. The woman has to be able to explain to the man that, no, I understand what it says, but it's Yah's laws over everything. Think about Rebecca. Think about how Yah chose Rebecca to be Isaac's husband. All right. And then when she had the twins, she had Jacob and she had Esau. Right. When it was time for the blessing, she knew that Yah told her the younger is going to serve the older. The older is going to get the blessings. Okay. So she had to trick the husband to giving the blessing to the younger son. Got it? She played her position. It is Yah's law over everything. His spoken word over everything. And everything that anyone could ever say to you. Okay? So the man is over the woman when he is righteous and in his place and knows the law and knows everything. But if the woman sees where he's messing up, it is her duty to cover him by continuing to walk righteously before Yahweh. It's like a truck passing by. So that's about it. And we'll see y'all in the next video. Have a good one.